Hi, I'm Angelo.
And I'm Manuel, and this is our small group story.
So about a year and a half ago, I actually moved out to Stockton from the Bay Area. So I was going to church regularly on every Sunday, but over time, I felt that there was something missing, something was lacking. I felt my spirit, man, like slowly dissipating. And I realized that I didn't have a small group. So what I did was, I went onto ARC's website, I found Radius Church, started getting connected, started coming around. Once the next semester of small groups opened up, I raised my hand, talked to the pastor, and I decided to actually lead my small group. So in the small group, we would actually watch football, and during halftime, we would cut from the football game and actually have a scripture read. We would sometimes listen to praise and worship music and just try to have a discussion just about the Bible, and also like try to enhance the relationships. We would constantly check in with each other to see how we were doing in the week, see what our struggles were, talk about next steps in which that we would need in order to get to the level or to the next level that we would want to grow in as an individual. Emmanuel was actually a part of our small group. At first he was a little bit hesitant, not really knowing what to expect from a small group because he hadn't been in one before. But I won't get into further detail. I'll let him kind of talk a little bit about his story.
So, funny story. I've been going to Radius for since it started a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. And of course, we're big on small groups, but this guy wasn't. I didn't like small groups. I didn't want to be a part of a small group, and I was just against small groups for whatever my reasons were. I just didn't want to go. So, it was Sunday. I'm on my way to church, and I hadn't been for a while. And as I'm walking up, I seen this guy holding my sign that said, "Welcome home," or was it the "You belong"? And so I grabbed my sign. I figured I was going to go outside and talk with him because he's new, or I was new since I've been out for a few weeks. And we started talking. And right off the bat, I knew that I liked this guy. He was I liked him. And so as we talked, he mentioned that he was going to a small groups for Monday Night Football. And I thought, oh no, I don't want to go to small groups. So he invited me, and the first week I was like hesitant and I didn't go. And the following week he was there Sunday holding a sign, not my sign. And so we started talking some more, and I asked him for his address and if I could go to Monday Night's Football, and he said yes. The first day I got there, there was food and there was people, and it was not what I expected. We watched first half of football, we worshiped, and we talked about a study that he had, and then we ended our study in prayer, and everybody took off. And I thought, wow, this wasn't as bad as I thought. And so from then on, I started going religiously. I bring my food, and it was great. I had a great time. And I thought to myself, why didn't I do this before?
So why were you a little apprehensive or nervous about joining a small group?
Honestly, I was keeping people at a distance. I didn't want them to get to know me, the real me, because I didn't want to be let down if by chance someone was going to let me down. The closer you are to somebody, the more you feel you can be let down. But as I gave this group a chance, I opened up, and it was the best thing I ever did. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not worried about what people are going to think of me.
Yeah.
Because we spoke about things, and I realized I wasn't the only one with problems. And I was glad to share my problems that I had.
Did you ever at any point feel as if you were pressured into your story,
No.
telling your story?
No, I did not. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't have talked about it. You had mentioned that you were going to share something, and I thought, wow, that was pretty awesome that someone wasn't afraid to share their emotions like you did. And I thought, you know what? I need to put some light on what I had going in my life. And after I did, I felt so much better. And because of the prayer that we had that day, and days after, my problem has been so much better. It's awesome.
So can you talk a little bit about like where you are spiritually from before the small group and then now after the small group?
I feel a whole lot better. I feel that my 2019 is going to be a whole lot better than my 2018. It's just, so far it's been awesome.
So what would you tell someone that was in your shoes for this coming small group session? that may be a little bit nervous and apprehensive about joining a group?
I would say give it a shot. You won't know until you try, but I guarantee that if you actually open up and go to one, it'd be a lot different than you think.